That's a lot of beef. Okay, so I just pulled up to the meat market to pick up our quarter cow, and she's back here sleeping. So, I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, but we're going to figure it out. And then I'm going to show you the cuts that are involved in a quarter cow. This is our first time ever buying a quarter cow, and we just went with the standard cuts of everything. And so I'm going to go pay the butcher the remaining balance and load up the car, and I'll show you at home what that entails. So I'm kind of excited. Yay. Okay, so we are going to have to probably clean out our freezer a little bit. We have this whole side is chickens that we butchered. So we still have like a bunch of stuff there. I'm going to clean out the other side and get the beef in on that side. I think we have plenty of room in here, so I need to clean that up. Okay, so we got this inside, and I'm going to unload it, put it in the bottom of the freezer, and I will just raffle off the cuts, and then I'll explain a little bit about it to you. So, here we go. Okay, this is a brisket, rump roast, and soup bones. Another rump roast, rib steak, short ribs, sirloin steak. Another sirloin steak, T-bone steak, oh, rib steak, sirloin tip steak, another rib steak, sirloin tip, and T-bone steak. T-bone steak, another T-bone steak, short ribs, and more short ribs. Hubby, you're gonna have to roast or put some short ribs in that smoker. More soup bones. We got more soup bones and sirloin steak. The rump roast. I'm not 100% sure what this is, but I did request suet as well as something else. I don't know. This is something. Something. It's like carcassy of some sort. It could be suet. It could just be fat. Oh, yeah. Okay, so these, I think, are the dog bones. So I requested dog bones as well. These are a ton of big chunk bones for dogs. So she's got, with her cold little hands, your hands are going to be so cold, some ground beef. So we have, so this whole thing is all ground beef. I don't know how many pounds are in here, but I'm going to count it as I put it away, and then I'll get you a total. What are we going to do? Alright, so 1, 2, 3. 5. Thank you. Like we have 54 pounds of ground beef here. So I'm really excited about that. Okay, so I have my little cheat sheet here on the cuts that we had gotten. Obviously you just saw what cuts we actually did get, but in a nutshell, we got 4 T-bone steaks, 1 brisket, 3 rump roasts, 4 soup bones, 3 short ribs, 3 rib steaks, 3 sirloin steaks, 2 sirloin tip steaks, 1 bag of suet, and 1 bag of dog bones. And then we had 54 pounds of ground beef. Now this cattle was a red Hereford. This cattle was grass-fed with grain finished, as far as I know, and we had been buying just ground beef from this farmer for a while, and we really liked the meat. And it was so nice to not have to buy ground meat when we went to the store. Although you're paying, when you buy the quarter cow, you're paying for a large portion up front, but it does kind of save over time. Plus you're getting quality meat that you know where it came from. So this was our first time doing this. And all farmers are going to be probably a little different as far as how they take care of their business, as far as payment and all that goes. But we paid for the hanging weight of the meat, which means it includes like all the bones and everything like that. That is the hanging weight that you pay when you buy a portion of a cow. And so we had, I believe it was 179 pounds hanging weight, which we paid for per pound. And then we pay a separate butcher fee on top of that. And so we pay one directly to the farmer for the hanging weight, and then one to the butcher for all the processing and such. And so I'm sure there's farmers out there that maybe combine that all into one. I'm not 100% sure on that, but we did our separate, and I do think that's pretty standard. And so we selected all the standard cuts when we went through our selections, and any cuts that we weren't really familiar with, we actually just selected ground as an option. There is an option to, or there was for us to, if we wanted to like add in the tail or the tongue or the heart, you can keep some of those organs. We opted not to this time, but I think next time I would probably take everything that is offered, because even if you don't eat it, if you have a farm or a homestead, I'm sure you have an animal that would eat it, whether it's chickens or dogs or whatever. So then nothing goes to waste. And I know that the butchers, I mean, I'm sure they probably don't let a lot go to waste, and I'm sure they're able to freeze a lot and sell things offhand. But for the most part, if you're paying for the hanging weight, definitely take what you can is my suggestion. And going forward, I think that's what we'll do for sure as well. So I'm really excited to see how far this meat goes. Like I said, it's going to be really nice not to have to buy a lot of beef in the store for over the next, I'm guessing, maybe like 6 months. We're a family of 5. And a lot of this is like steaks and stuff, but my husband and I have really incorporated a lot of red meat into our diet. Both of us are high protein eaters. So we do think this will highly benefit us, as well as obviously the kiddos. We use a lot of ground beef for things, and so it's really going to be a great way to go for us. And so if that helps answer any of your questions, if you're looking to buy a portion of a cow, this is the quarter cow. I know you can buy it halves, wholes. You can go in with people and get other portions. We did not necessarily choose whether it was a front quarter or a hind quarter. I do think because of some of the cuts that were involved here, it may have been a hind quarter. I'm not as well versed in that, but as I learn more over the next couple years, as we buy more and more portions of cows rather than just individual meat at the store, I can definitely share some of that information with you. So hopefully that was helpful, and if you found this video helpful, please give it a like. It really helps my channel, and I really, really appreciate it. If you like homesteading things, definitely stick around, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful, blessed day.